If you've been feeling off or disgruntled or dissatisfied lately, you're not alone, and there's a reason for that. All these changing energies are affecting us profoundly. And the themes about this month are going to explain what's going on. Hi there, beautiful souls. I'm Michèle Duquet. Welcome to my channel, Soulful and Unplugged, and this is September 2024's energy update. So 3 things came up this morning when I tapped into what's going on for September. 1, changing is living. How to go from surviving to thriving in that change. 2, I had a vision of an underground grumbling. It's very pressurized. And that takes us to number 3, which is that there's been a pressure that we're all feeling to change what's not working. Okay, so the first thing, changing is living. You've heard that saying that the only permanence on this planet we live on is change. Really, the only guarantee that you have is that things will change. But the optimistic view of this is that when you're changing, you're living. But I want to take it further than that. So you could be at a surviving level. Things are really tough, and you're doing everything that you can to basically just survive. And it's like a grind, and it's just grinding forward. But you feel like you're not really living, you're just surviving. There are some specific changes that you can make, particularly this month, September into October. There is a perspective that you can open up for yourself to what small changes you can make that will take you from surviving to living. Living, meaning you find moments of beauty, moments of gratitude, moments of joy that are completely unexpected, didn't expect them. And it takes you out of that oppressive feeling of just doing everything you can just to survive. Then you can take it from living to thriving by continuing to align yourself with these changes. This forward movement of actually wanting to change what's necessary to change. So if you find yourself in this survival reality, there are many, many things that you can change. And it's a matter of just slightly adjusting the feeling hard done by, which is very normal because it's uncomfortable. It's like you're tired of it, enough already. But it's just slight little switch to a perspective of, okay, what am I in power of? What am I in control of? What can I change? And you'll see these tiny, tiny incremental changes will take you from that oppressive feeling into living. And then you can do the same thing from living. Wow, that moment I didn't expect. I felt gratitude. Wow, that made me really laugh. And together with my friends, I found this beautiful moment of joy. And to just being present to the life that you actually have. From there, find the incremental changes you can make to go from just living to thriving. Now, that is a big theme, a big energy of September that's coming up. And it is basically the energy of changing. And it's interesting because I did have a vision. And it's like, here's the surface of the earth, here's the crust. There's all these crusts, all these layers of crust. And then beneath, I saw like these waves of energy just grumbling, like a grumble of something that is just ready to come out, ready to just come right out. It's not there yet. I still feel the energy that I felt in for August and September, that a big truth is going to come out, but it may not be till October. That is the energy of September. Something is really wanting to come out big time. And it could be at the personal level as well as the global level. So this vision for me really expresses this pressure to change what's not working, which is the third thing that came up for me this morning was there is a pressure happening. It's like a pressure cooker to change what's not working. What's not been working, you can feel by that feeling of being disgruntled, dissatisfied, that feeling of this again. Oh, enough about this. I don't want this anymore. We all have that, but what we forget in that equation is that we do have a lot more personal power than we acknowledge, and we are in control of many things, even though we may feel like outside circumstances are controlling us. Actually, we have a lot more control. We can take control of our life by understanding what we have power over and making changes in that. We can easily fall into feeling that we are powerless. Um, but when we really stop and think about it, well, I may not be able to change that circumstance. I can change my attitude towards it. So I may not be able to change something that's happening on the outside, but I can change my acceptance of it and my acceptance of the feelings I'm feeling about it and help myself move through it by setting out some actions that are loving. See, the thing about self-love and all these actions we can take, people think, well, it's about how I feel about myself. But you can do certain things, certain action steps that take you in a loving place. You can actually choose to eat better, sleep better, exercise better. There's many, many things that will help you feel better under these difficult circumstances that you have control over. Even if it's a relationship that you're in that is very difficult, then you actually have the power to say no to that relationship. You have the power to understand that you can exercise the full sentence of no. No is a full sentence. It's probably the most difficult sentence you may ever voice, but it's very powerful. It may be a seismic shift in your life. These difficulties that we're going through, these inner conflicts, inner grumblings, just uncomfortableness is probably the best sign that you're changing. You are changing for the better because you have control over what those changes are. When you take control, you can see the changes that are happening around you and feel you have no power over them. You can switch that perspective and notice what you actually do have power over and take the self-loving steps that are actions that will better your life so that you can take your life from surviving to living to thriving. I wish you a most wonderful month of September. Sending you lots and lots and lots of love. Mwah. Bye for now.